Greetings and welcome to Smartwatch Ticks. We're a YouTube channel on the web, smartwatchticks.com. Hey, SENBONO! They're back! SENBONO's got a smart fitness smartwatch in here. They keep getting better and better. This one's got a little pull string and it's called the S0... Hey, you're the rooster? S09 Smart Fitness Smartwatch. Whoa, I love the packaging. Really nice for a gift considering it's holiday season. Before we unbox it, let me tell you a little bit about it. It's a full IP68 waterproof smartwatch with heart rate, blood pressure monitor, all that kind of thing. It's a fashion fitness tracker in here. You can get it in black or silver, a price range here, and check the show notes for the buying link to pick it up, and I will probably have a good coupon for you as well. Let's go through it. It's a 1.3-inch IPS colorful display, they say. 240 by 240 resolution screen. It's got the gravity sensor in it for your twist your wrist to see the time. Metal, steel, or leather strap. You get about 2 hours charging time. Not saying how long the actual thing will last, but it should be pretty long with a 200 milliamp hour battery. All those are the different languages, and it's compatible with Android and iOS. And when we take it out of here, you see it's all like nested down in here. The watch is in this nice little compartment. The tip says, please make sure you charge it fully before using it. Can you read that? Yeah. And that's on this little cover that we can take off. We'll put that over there. Move here. We've got something here. Since it talks about charging, there must be a charger. And in this case, it's a wire charger. And it's a 2-pin style. None of the 2-pin ones have been standardized that much. They have different placement of the actual pins and movement of the magnets, so they're kind of unique. So you don't want to lose this one. And it's magnetic, so it's going to go one way and not the other. And it's not quite strong enough to hold the watch, but it's a good grip on there. It's not going to fly off of it if you get it in there snugly. The regular connector for your phone. For your phone charger or your computer, wherever you'd like to charge it up. As far as the watch goes, look, removable TPU bands, rubberized, and a leather facing on the front here. You've got a bezel with numbers all around it. It kind of protrudes out a little bit with a single button that actually turns as well. And on the back, you got the diodes and sensor for the heart rate, and of course your charger, and nice overall construction. This is the one that's kind of the gunmetal look to it. When we look at the manual, we have a Chinese version of it, and halfway through, we should switch to English. User's guide with the basic buttons, switch button, and digital display, and a strap. Here is... oh, look at this. It's talking about putting it in a charging dock, but ours shipped with just a charging wire. That's interesting. Here's the QR code for tethering it to your smartwatch. Check the show notes if you want to download that directly from the Google Play Store and you don't have to spend time trying to scan the QR code. Always recommend that anyway. Sometimes the QR codes lead off to China and you're downloading it from China. Much better to download it right from the Play Store because Google has verified there's no viruses or anything going on with it. Here's some of the screens and fine print that tells you a little bit about it. More details, very tiny manual. Hopefully you can blow this up big enough to read on your screen, whatever you're watching on. You can freeze frame YouTube, of course, to read it. Here are some of the setup commands. Oh my goodness, and all the different icons that are on it. Probably easier if we run through all that on the watch, but it is here in the manual if you want to take a look. And some last minute stuff and your app application, and this is what it looks like inside the app, the different screens that you'll be seeing there. Okay, let's take a look at it. I'm going to take their advice and charge it up first. We just opened the box, and we'll get it ready for you. Well, finally, I don't have to guess if it's the upper button or the lower button to push. There's only one button. It just vibrated. It's waiting. It's waiting. It's waiting. I'm still waiting. Are you there? Hello? Try it again. Okay. That was interesting. 2 vibrations, 2 pushes. Well, we're up. And it timed out and goes completely flat black when it's out. And we have a watch face. Not only that, this watch is hungry to show you different faces, because when you slide down or up, you're going to cycle through the different faces it has available. And back again. So let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 different watch faces on this watch. When I slide over this way, I come into my app drawer that shows we have a, come back here, yeah, you're timing out too quickly on me. We have a sports section with all these different things, and if we pick one like outdoor running, you see it starts immediately into it. It's going to register your heart rate if you're covering the diode, and it's going to give you your calories burned. But we're not getting GPS or any of that kind of stuff. Time, heart rate, calories. And if I go into the next page, here we go. That's where we get it. Steps, calories burned, and or distance traveled, and your pace. It's going to give you your pace as well. And one more, and we can pause it or end it. So we'll end it. Not enough data to do anything with it, so it's just bailing out of here. And to get out of here, none of the movements work. It just has to time itself out. Okay, we were over here. We have sports. We have find your phone if you're tethered. You have your overall heart rate that when you touch it will give you nice big digits on your heart rate. And it's doing your beats per minute. It's also showing you the time down here, which is nice. You can have your heart rate display and still see what time it is. And this is something I really like when a watch comes out and it has really large white digits against a black background. I know that even if it's a dim watch, which this one's medium, that you can see it probably outside if you cup and look at it. When it's a great big symbol like a heart pulsing and a tiny little digits about that size for the heart rate, it's just plain junk. I'm talking so that we can see how long it goes if it stops. It looks like it's continuous. It hasn't timed out on me, and it hasn't vibrated. So it looks like we've got a page that will at least go for quite a while showing you your heart rate, which is really good. Okay, now let's come out of it. We also have blood pressure, still holding the position in the back. Now, it's not best to do it on your finger, but you can. I'm doing it for the demo purposes here. Ideally, you're going to have this tightened up on your wrist. You're going to have it in just the right spot above that little bump on right near your wrist. You're going to be sitting quietly, not talking like Mr. Tix is, and you're going to have your arm at about heart height, right? And when you do that, you'll actually get a reading and not a bunch of X's that say that we've buried you. Anyway, that's for any of these watches, really. I mean, what do you expect? It's got to take a measurement. It needs you to be still to do that. And it needs me to talk faster to keep going. I got a stopwatch, a countdown timer. SMS when you're tethered will be pushed. And see female there? I left this specifically here, and I registered as a female. Wait, that's blood pressure. There we go, that page. Registered in the app as a female, and I got it in the login process. Now, this is the H-band app. It's the only app out here that does this kind of stuff. Now, imagine that I went to the Google Play Store and I downloaded it, and then I opened it, and then I either logged in without an account or I created an account, and then it asked me some stuff about gender, age, height, weight, that kind of stuff. And then, because I selected female, it came to this page. Now, I'm stopping here because I want you to see that you, as a female, have the opportunity to choose what's important to you. Do you want to record your menstrual cycle primarily? And of course, it's going to be passed to any of the dating apps that you have on there and posted to your timeline. No, just kidding. At least I hope I'm kidding. Or are you like hooked up and trying to get pregnant? Well, it'll help you out with what is the highest probability of generating an offspring. Are you already pregnant? Did that work and now you're here? Or have you given birth and you're a mother? And any of these categories is going to give you information in the app related to that so that you can do what you need to do with that information. If a watch is sophisticated enough that tethers to the H-band or the H-band 2 app, and has an icon in here, it will push that notification information from the app to the watch and let you know. If you register as a male, you won't even see the icon. It doesn't show up. You guys aren't supposed to know anything about that stuff. Not your Kuleana. So that's there. I just backed out of it because I didn't select any of them to show you. We are tethered to the S09, and you can see I've segued over here to the app somewhat. Here's the little bit of steps that I put on here already for today. It's going to be a bar chart against hours of the day and show you every half hour how many steps you took. Not much right now. Then you also have, and this is H-band, we've seen this many, many times in very sophisticated detail. You get a good sleep report, you get great heart rate information, blood pressure shows up there, and the female data notifications will show up here if there are any. More sophisticated devices that have things like heart rate variability or ECG, all of those can tether to this same app, and you'll just have more cards for that. So really impressive. They're using the H-band app to actually tether here. You have running where you can just do a running thing and use the GPS in your phone to get your track information. And then mine is where you set everything up for your own goals, change your units. We've reviewed this many, many times. I'm just going to show you, and then this relates directly to the watch itself. So if you want heart rate alerts and things like that, you can put them in here. You can set up private blood pressure mode. If you know you're hyper whatever, you can put in higher numbers and it'll get closer to that. I can change the screen time, which is something I want to do. Change that to 30 seconds so it's not timing out on me as I continue to show you the rest of the watch. That's good enough for now for the app. Back to the watch. So we were looking here. I'm sliding over here to get to the app drawer. We go down. We've looked at all of these, and I go down one more. I can get to settings, which is where we can get basic information. Now look, on the watch itself, you have all of this selectivity. You can turn on or off being notified about getting a call or a text message pushed from your phone. Right here on the watch itself. Usually that has to be done in the app. Beyond that, you can turn on or off pushes from all these applications if they're installed on your phone. WeChat, QQ, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, WhatsApp, all of that. Line, Instagram, Snapchat, Skype, Gmail even, and other. When you click other, whatever other ones that you've specified on your phone will push over here and be readable as well. So you have all those selections in the settings for information access. So this watch is big on information and kind of light on, the really deep exercise stuff. But it does pretty good on health, giving you 24/7 monitoring of your heart rate and supposedly your blood pressure. We have an auto lock feature that when you do this, it's going to lock it for the specified number of seconds you put in here, and a switch that will let you turn on and off alarms or vibrate and let you know when you're disconnected, sedentary reminders, and twist your wrist to see the time is over here. And you can turn on blood pressure monitoring, heart rate monitoring, and the heart rate alarm, all right here from the watch itself. So all in all, it's a pretty sophisticated watch. You have an off button. This is cycling through the horizontal stuff. Sleep time information, step information, and back to your time. So you saw this way we change watch faces. This way we go through these 4 different cards and back. And left and down are all of the different apps that are installed in it. If you want to see what it looks like on, it's got that leather kind of a band on the outside and TPU underneath, which is good. You see the beads of sweat on Mr. Tix? It's really hot right now. Yeah, I know. It's not somewhere where you live, right? Okay, back here to the watch face. It's kind of a gunmetal look on this one. Again, an attractive bezel. If you like the bright appearance of this, it has a single button on the side, and it is available, of course, through the AliExpress store of SENBONO. Check the show notes down below. We give you a link over there. You can choose silver or black, and a price range for them, and again, check for a discount coupon on this one and take a little bit of money off of your purchase and support us here at Smartwatch Ticks. We'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching.